President of the Lions Club of Acton, and I want to welcome you all to the 2018 Student Speaker Contest at the Lions Club of Acton, California. Thank you all for showing up. We have a few things we need to take care of. We have a Pledge of Allegiance that John McLane will be leading. John, would you take on that, please? I'm going to run through the agenda real fast. We have the Welcome, Pledge of Allegiance, Invocation, the Contest, which is Lion, Sondra is going to be doing that. We have other introductions. We'll have refreshments. Then we'll hear about the foundation. We'll see an announcement of the winner. And then Lion Virginia Wedding, the zone chair, will talk about the next contest, and then I will close the meeting. Lion Sondra, you're up.
Hello, as Doc said, welcome everyone to this 81st Annual Student Speaker Contest at our club level. Welcome everyone. There are some things that are completely protocol that need to be covered at this time. We have to, or I have to completely read the rules and the state of disqualification should that happen, to make sure everyone is clear on it. But first, could I ask everyone to make sure that they have turned off their cellular devices or pagers? Okay, thank you. Can you all hear me? Yes. Okay. I don't need the mic? Thank you.
No.
A late contestant shall not compete if arrival time is after the draw of the speaker order for that contest. I don't think we have a problem there. Would everyone please come up and grab a slip and it will give you your speaker order. No looking.
Oh, shoot, you got me there.
No one may enter or leave the room while the contestant is speaking. Door guard, watch that door. Entry and departure to the room can be made during intermissions. No smoking, food, or beverages are allowed during the contest, except beverages during intermissions, and there's an exception, the speakers may drink water during their speech. Do not applaud the speakers, please, until the judges' worksheets have been collected. We will give them ample applause at the end. Each speaker will speak for no less than 5 minutes and no more than 10 minutes, or a penalty of scoring deductions will be applied. No warning signals shall be given. There will be a quiet 3-minute intermission between and after the speakers, and as long as it takes after the final speaker for the judges to finish their scoring. There shall be no conferring with judges during the contest. No photography, video, or audio taping may be allowed during the contest. The contest has not started yet. Only an MD4 video representative will be allowed at the final contest. All noise-emitting electronic devices such as phones, etc. must be turned off until the contest is completed, and I think we've handled that. I hope. Any protest relative to the contest must be made to the chairperson, that being moi, before the winner is announced. The contest chairperson shall review and verify the teller's worksheets before announcing the results. Now, the following are causes for disqualifications, and I must read these as printed as well. Use or display of props of any nature. uniform, or any method of personal identification, including saying the name or the name of your school. Failure to give reference source of quoted material and manuscript submitted at the area level. We don't have to worry about this at this level, and you'll learn more later if you need to. Use of notes above the club level in excess of one 3x5 card, both sides, or the Braille equivalent. Use of any or all notes at the club level is acceptable. Please make note of that. Judges, they're fine if they use their notes. Okay? No use of prompters. Publication of speech, except for very brief quotations in print or electronic media, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, etc., prior to the completion of the final contest. Acceptance of awards other than those approved by the Council of Governors of MD4, that's the state of California, MD4. Participation in more than one Lions Club contest. So if you don't make it in this one, you can't run over to Palmdale and try again, just so you know. Good thing, huh, John? Yeah. Okay. Watches or electronic devices of any kind shall not be worn or used by the contestants. No watches? Thank you. All right, we are all good. Numbers have been drawn. We're good to go. Speaker number 1, please.
Stand here?
Yeah. Do you want the mic? Nobody else is using it.
No, I'm good. My voice is loud enough. I'm Loker Kestler, and should I introduce my school and my one?
Anything you want to say within reason.
All right, Loker Kestler. I'm a senior at Vasquez High, and well, same time tomorrow.
Who's here with you?
I have my mom and my dad here with me.
You do. And you are a student where?
I'm a student at Vasquez High.
And a senior.
And a senior, yeah.
What are your aspirations?
I want to become a biomechanical engineer.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm hopefully work for NASA, but we'll get down to it when the time comes.
Any ideas what school?
Oh, well, that's the thing. I'm trying to keep my options open. I'm trying not to get my heart set on one, just in case it says no, or if one other says yes. So,
Very good.
stay.
Thank you. Speaker number 2.
Hi, my name is Averie Burke. I'm from Lancaster, California. Up there.
And you go to what school?
Goetz.
Okay.
Coastal High.
Where?
Coastal High School. It's in Lancaster, or Coastal. Coastal's not actually up.
I'm sorry, could you repeat your name again?
Averie Burke.
Averie?
Yeah.
I'll give you the spelling when we're done if you'd like.
Okay.
Oh, please. Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you.
And what grade are you in?
I'm in 10th grade.
10th grade. Have you got any ideas on what you want to do?
I hope to do something in the medical profession, preferably be a physician or have a specialty along that area. You know, the medical field always fascinated me, so that's what I hope to do.
And do you have anyone here with you?
No.
No? You got you? Very good.
Myself and
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Thank you. And speaker number 3.
Hi, my name is Victoria Goetz, as well as Loker. I'm a senior at Vasquez High School. I hope to have a profession in either being a lawyer or a psychologist and work in therapy and counseling. And I'm going to Santa Barbara for college, so yes, those are my plans.
Great, great. Do you have anyone with you?
Yes, my mother's here with me.
Hi, Mom. Congratulations.
Yes.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
Number 4.
Hello, my name is Alyssa Heeb. I'm a junior at Vasquez High School, here with my dad and my good friend Justin supporting me. That's something interesting. Something interesting, I'm a part of this thing called SABLE, which is the Student Advisory Board on Legislation and Education up in Sacramento. And it's a lot of politics and it's interesting.
Very, very. So that's what you want to gear yourself towards?
Maybe.
Cool.
Either that or film and photography.
Okay. Very good. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? And speaker number 5.
Hello, I'm Christien Gabarda. I'm a sophomore at Goetz High School, and I want to be an aeronautical engineer. And my biggest dream is to one day become a businessman.
Okay. Nice. Any idea what school you want to go to?
Oh, no, I'm trying to keep open, and preferably have a college like give me a full-ride scholarship.
Very good. And you're here with?
My mom.
Hey, Mom. Welcome. Okay, very good. Thank you. Well, while I'm at it, I'd like to go ahead and have the judges introduce themselves. Come on up. Somebody get the door. Thank you, Virginia.
Hello, I'm Angela Sharabi. I'm a co-worker with Sondra at Sierra Vista Junior High School. I'm a campus supervisor in my 11th year with those lovely junior high darlings.
You gotta love them.
Gotta love them. And I'm married. I have 4 of my own boys, all of which are out in the Neverland. I have one that's a lawyer in downtown LA, one that works for the Chicago Mercantile Exchange in New York, one that's in the insurance industry in San Diego, and one that's married and works for BlackRock in New York. I went to Long Beach State before the Blue Pyramid, and I was a social worker, medical social worker in a hospital. And my passion is kids, and that's why I work the job I do at Sierra Vista. And I enjoy judging all you wonderful people. So thank you. Hopefully I get the opportunity again.
Thank you for being part of it. And you must have enjoyed it?
Yes, it was.
Isn't it amazing hearing them? Oh,
yes.
Yes. Alphabetically. Come on up, June. Or you can stay there, just stand up. Oh.
My name is June Holton. I live in Acton. I am retired. I was born in the United Kingdom, and I did help to teach. When I came to Acton, I did run classes for children, and I helped doing that. I used to teach Eskimos when I lived in Alaska, which was very, very, very interesting. But now I am a retired old lady, and my very, very, very pet thing is the Wounded Warriors, because I am following in the footsteps of my mother and father from World War II. My mother and father had a comforts fund for the Wounded Warriors and also for the Navy, the Army and the Navy. And when I was away at school, I had to come back with 3 things knitted to go to the comforts fund. So when I came here, I really wanted to saw all these veterans, and we have so many troops all over the world now. So I work with Operation Gratitude very, very closely. And really, my heart is there. That is my pet thing to do now, because I can't do anything else, but I can do that. And I implore everybody to think of your veterans and think of your boys that are in all over the world now. And they need a little bit of something from home, even if it's only a card or a book or some chapstick or something. They're grateful because it reminds them of home. I thank you very much, and I have enjoyed the evening. Thank you.
Sure, you'll have to come up eventually.
Okay, good evening. My name is Mary Passantino, and I've lived in Acton for 17 years now. I'm a registered nurse. I've been working in that profession for over 40 years. I'm a veteran of the United States military. I was a flight nurse, and then my last ground position was in Colorado Springs, Colorado. And I retained the rank of captain. I've been, yeah, good for you. Fortunately, I never had to face any combat, but I enjoyed my time in the military a lot. I was an avid volleyball and tennis player in my younger years. I played in the Senior Olympics when I was 50 years old. We won the bronze medal in volleyball. I've had to pull back on that the past couple of years because I have various aches and pains. But anyhow, I enjoy living in Acton, and I thoroughly enjoyed doing this evening. The insight from all the students was amazing, and I thank you for inviting me. Thank
you. Okay, moving right along, I'm going to go ahead and introduce our timers for the evening. Dan Horner, Lion Dan Horner, and Lion's own chair, Virginia Wedding. And our door guard, he always gets to be our door guard, so he never gets to hear the speeches. Huh. Were you sleeping out there? John McLane. We also have a member of the Palmdale Lions Club. Would you like to stand and say hello? John Manici. We also have a couple from Canada. Would you like to stand up and say hello? Okay. Working heavily in the background are the tellers. They take all the information from the timers and from the judges and put them together. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to figure out who the winner is. Because things just change, and it might be here and then something else came up and it might go that way, and you just never know, and I don't want that on Facebook. Seriously. So why don't we at this time go ahead, Ryan Virginia's opening up the refreshments for information, because if it wasn't for the Student Speakers Foundation, we would not be able to give out a total of $103,000 worth of scholarships every year. Wow. At the first, at our smaller levels, like tonight, whoever the winner is will receive a check for $100, and everyone else will get a check for $25. The next level, $150 goes to the winner, but only the winner. And at the region is another $150. But when we get to the district level, it's a $4,500 scholarship. And when we get to the area, it's a $6,500 scholarship. And when that person makes it and wins the final contest, they get another, on top of that, $10,000 scholarship.
Wow.
Well, imagine what happens when you have 15 districts. It all adds up to $103,500. So there you go. So I want to just let you know how important it is that people consider giving money to the foundation to help support it along the way. And we have several ways of doing that you can get awards for people and have their name put on it and so forth. Or you can just donate money to the California State Student Speaker Foundation. So please consider that. It's a great gift idea. So I'm going to just tell you a little bit about the foundation. It shouldn't be another 10, 15, 20 minutes. When District 4 was split up into 5 sub-districts in 1937, Fred Smith became the first district governor of 4C. His district ran from Stockton down the southern end of San Joaquin Valley and included the coastal area of Paso Robles through Oxnard. He realized that the clubs in his new district had nothing in common than they did with a club in San Francisco or San Diego for that matter. So he expressed his thought to his other officers in the district and asked for some suggestions. One of his district deputy governors, Frank Colston, superintendent of schools in Oxnard, suggested a student speaker contest for high school students in the district. The idea was approved as something that might be given to all the clubs in the district, something in common, and hopefully would bring them closer to being a unit. From that, we are told the contest was a great success. Well, the following year, James Hodges, district governor for Covina, proposed to the Council of Governors that Fred's speech contest become a project for all of the state of California. The proposal was adopted, and the contest has been our district's principal project ever since. During the past 60 years, many groups and clubs have tried to do what we do, but no way. It's very heavily financed. In the beginning, the Student Speaker Foundation was organized by this fellow named Don Snyder, district governor of 4A3, 1959 to 58 to 59, who first asked past International President Fred Smith and International Director Dwight Stanford to join him as the organizers and first directors of the foundation. They started out by just having a Lion store, and all the money that was raised went to help pay for the scholarships. And then they came up with other ways to do it, and we are very successful. Most every district in the state of California exceeds a donation of $7,000. They set a goal of $7,000, and they usually exceed it. So I just wanted to let you know, if you want any information on that, please speak with me or a zone chair, Virginia Wedding, and we can get you some information. Okay? So I guess you all want to know who the winner is. It gives me great pride to announce speaker number 4, Alyssa. Congratulations. Thank you. Very good. I do have some certificates, but let's not drown ourselves out with certificates. Okay, let's just get yeah, let's get the banner.
You're taking pictures now? No certificate? No.
Oh, we'll just. All right, she can have a certificate. I also have certificates for all of the other students as well. Oh, how funny. The top one. It was alphabetical, honest. Okay. Thank you. And I'll write on their winner. Okay?
Oh, you're going to have to look at each one of us.
Okay, can we just do it one at a time? That way,
Okay.
Just let Tony look at the main guy there. That's my husband. Just look at him, And then you can take a turn with all the others, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Here we go, right here.
Oh, something's going on with your flashulation there. Okay. He always takes 3. There's 2. There we
Just
go.
one more.
Okay, and this is the news.
Acton Lion is. No flash.
Well, it's also video.
Oh,
Got
great.
it. Thank you.
But you can't Photoshop video.
Oh, yes, I
Okay, and
Photoshop first.
I'm the journal.
Cut your journal.
Get nice and close here. Oh,
Not too
come on.
close, you might be able to see.
I waited so long, there we go. Okay, here we go.
It's certainly a pleasure. If anybody has any questions about the wonderful things that the Acton Lions Club does for our community, please stick around and ask any questions you might have. Okay? Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. Thank you. Oh, we actually have our friends from Canada would like to say a little something.
Terrible banner from the Chilliwack Lions Club.
Oh, yay!
There's a piano on there that represents our music and dance festival every year. It's over 500 entrants and
Hi, everybody.
from all ages of dance, music. And it's been going since 1947. Wow. And the dance festival and our club formed in 47. I couldn't be there because I was only 2. So
We have something for you.
oh, thank
From
you.
our club to you, a pen.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
So, and remember, it's up the club.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
And then, all right, before anyone leaves, we have an announcement from our zone chair, Virginia Wedding.
I'm Virginia Wedding, and I'm the Desert A Zone Chair, and our Desert Zone consists of the Acton Club, the Palmdale Club, the Lancaster Club, there's an Antelope Valley Club, and there's also Mojave Club. So the next step for our student speaker, our winner from our Acton Club, is to compete in the zone contest, and she will be speaking with the winners from the other clubs in our zone. And at that point, that amount of money that she could win would be $150, and then they're judged from there, and then they would go up to the region. So that's the next step for our speakers. And again, we need to commend the great job that all of our speakers did, because this is not a very easy thing to do, to stand up and give a speech in front of a lot of people. So again, commend.